Hello, everybody. This is your soul coaching oracle, Hannah Yamaha, the founder and the creator of Sacred Creation, the co-founder of Sisters of Amor. I am a oracle and tarot reader, a Reiki healer, a jury maker, and today let's talk about the 12 universal laws. Understanding the universal laws will help us understand how the universal energy works. If we want to create something within the universe, wouldn't we want to know what the laws are and how they work? The process involves getting to know the laws of the universe and how they work so we can create a happy life no matter what is surrounding us. Each law is referred to spiritual laws, law of nature, or 12 universal laws is what I call them. And so the first universal law is the law of divine oneness. Everything is connected with everything, and everything we do, say, will have an effect on others and the universe around us. Living in separation of thought can cause us to live in a world of mirrors. Basically saying everything has a reaction of how we do it. Everybody will get the effect. It's kind of like a ripple effect. If one thing happens, everything else happens. I don't know if you ever seen the dominoes, is when you set them up. If one fall, they all fall. So basically saying this will affect everything. Anything we do will affect everybody around us. It can also affect the universe as well. The law of vibration. It is known that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, travels in a circular pattern. The same is applied to our thoughts, feelings, and desires in the ethical world. Everything is vibrating at a frequency. Basically saying we all have frequencies. We all vibrate differently. Some of us have low vibrations. Some of us have high vibrations. Just depend on how you feeling, what you thinking, and your desires. That's how your vibrations go high or low. Law of action. We must take action in our life here in order to manifest here on earth. Basically saying you must do the work so your manifestations can come to you. So while you're here on earth, you want to do the work and manifest at the same time. If you're needing money, that means you need to be going to look for a job. You need to be working twice as hard so the universe can bring that to you. Nothing is given to us for free. And nothing is going to it's not going to just automatically pop in our laps or in our hand. We have to do the work. We must take action. Law of correspondence. As above, so below. So within and so without. Everything we need is within us. We have all of the correspondences within us as goddesses and gods. We have the power to transformate, transmute, transcend. We have that power. And the things that we don't need is material things. That is without. So without. We don't need that. Everything we need is the element tools in our souls, in our bodies, in our spiritual being, in our spiritual thoughts. Okay? And we carry those correspondences. Like if you ever seen a tarot card, the magician. The magician has all the elements of life in it. The element of air, the element of water, and so on and so on. Law of cause and effect, which is number 5. We reap what we sow. Our thoughts and actions will have a reaction or a consequence. Basically saying anything that we say, anything that we do, anything that we think will have a effect or a reaction or a consequence. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Everything good will have a reaction. Everything bad will have a reaction or a consequence. It's kind of like the law of just like the cause and effect. What we cause or what we do can cause an effect. Remember, whatever we got going on, there is something at the end. Consequence, a reaction, an action. Law of compensation, number 6. You get what you give. What you feel from the core is what you will attract. Even if you're thinking in your mind and saying that you are abundance, as a man think with his heart, so is he. So basically saying, for example, let me use what I do, for example. I go live on my business page sometimes twice a week, sometimes once a week, just depending on how I feel. And I have these people that they get the readings and they just leave and don't give feedback. That's called giving what you get. I'm giving you one card and you're not giving me nothing back. Basically, I'm just giving. And then we have the people that send in a donation and they get the best reading they ever had. Law of compensation, fair energy exchange. When you get in something, you must give something back. And it doesn't have to necessarily be money. It can be beautiful words. It can be encouragement. It can be anything. Just knowing that you're giving the same exchange, that the person that is giving you the information, just giving them that compensation to know, I appreciate you. Okay? Law of attraction. By focusing on positive or negative thoughts, a person can bring positive or negative experience into their life. If you follow my page and you listen to me on my page on Facebook, I'm always talking about how a positive outcome depends on a positive mindset. So if you're thinking negative, you're going to get a negative outcome. If you're thinking positive, you're going to get a positive outcome. Remember, like attract like. So whatever you like is what you're going to attract. If you like a lot of chaos, you're going to attract the chaos. If you like a lot of negativity, you're going to attract negativity. If you like a lot of positivity, you're going to attract positivity. All right. Number 8, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. The energy of the law of the universe is always moving and transmuting into an outer form. The law of nature further tells us that energy is always in a state of motion. It will take one form and move from another form to another form, but it's always in motion and never stands still. This is a law. This law is very powerful indeed. Remember that. And the reason why it's so powerful because it states that we all have the power within us to change the conditions in our life. Remember, energy can never be destroyed. It can only be changed. It can only change form. So remember, if you're having an energy, a problem, this could be something where you need to be able to understand that you can change it, but you can't destroy it. And that can go with situations, relationships. Some relationships and some situations probably have different energy that you may not agree with. And you can always change that. You can change that, but you can't destroy it. And number 9, the law of relativity. It's all related. Means that everything is perceptionable in terms of individual perception or opinion. We all have different opinions or viewpoints with regards to a topic or a subject. Basically saying everybody have their own opinion on different topics or different subjects. And we cannot change what people think or what people believe. We can only respect it. So remember, everybody going to have a different perspective. But remember, any subject that you're having a different time, somebody having a different opinion about yours, remember, it's all related. They just look at it differently. It's basically having their own perspective of different things. The law of polarity. Everything has its opposite. When life is not working out the way you want, try to understand the opposite pole in your situation without judging it as bad. Basically, we have situations in our life that may not look good. But if you're judging it as bad instead of looking at it as the opposite, remember the opposite of bad is good. So every bad situation has a good ending. We just have to look at that good ending. We got to keep looking at that good ending so we can be able to understand why it's a good ending of every bad situation. The law of rhythm. Everything vibrates and moves to a certain rhythm, having seasons, cycles, stage of development, and pattern. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall, and a master of the universe will know how to rise above negative cycles by coming to a new point. Not getting too exciting or allowing negative things to penetrate their consciousness. Remember, everything negative doesn't need a reaction. We let things or people that become negative make us feel like we have to give them a reaction. We don't have to give everything a reaction. We don't have to get excited, get angry, get mad. We can just smile and go on with our life. Because nobody can change who we are. Nobody can make us feel different. Nobody can make us feel sad. The only person that can make you feel sad is you. Basically, learning how to master the mind, the emotions within you. 12. The law of gender. Here on the the physical plane, the principle manifests as sex. Creation would not exist without this law, the law of gender. Everything has a yin and a yang. We all have a yang and a yin, active and possessive within us. But because we have forgotten about the other half within us, we look for it in external. Wholeness requires both genders to be blended. I know that I want to tell you guys this. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you don't have a masculine energy inside of you. And just because you're a man doesn't mean you don't have a feminine energy inside of you. Okay? Yin and yang is the feminine and the masculine. And each of us has a masculine and a feminine energy in us, man or female. But without us balancing both energies, we start to forget about the masculine. As a woman, we forget about the masculine because we carry all the feminine inside of us, the energy of the feminist inside of us. We forget about the masculine. So as humans, we must balance the masculine and the feminine, the active and the possessive, become one. Going back to the law of divine oneness, to become one with the world, to become one with the universe, is blending both genders, masculine and feminine, and using them to our advantage. Because without one, there is no other. We live in this universe, so these laws have an impact on everyone. They exist. These laws definitely exist, and you should choose to align and harmonize with them by becoming conscious. You will come to understand the flow of the universe and how to use it to manifest an abundance life. So basically, these laws is going to help you learn how to manifest, how to look at things differently, how to see things differently, and how to make yourself and make your life better. The 12 universal laws is something that I abide with every day of my life, understanding them, reading them, knowing that every law has a point. Every law is connected to me and the universe around me. And while that was the end of the universal laws, and I want you guys to get more active with them. If you have not got acquainted with the universal laws, that was a little information on each universal law. If you do not have a book on them, remember Amazon has plenty of books with the universal laws. Remember, there has been more added onto the universal laws, but the 12 is the remaining 12, and then people add on universal laws all the time. So I pulled a card for you guys. And I pulled an oracle card for today, and it's called Progress. And it says, charge forward. You have to be willing to make mistakes. Remember, no one in this universe or on this current planet right now is perfect. And there's people out here that think they have to be perfect. But whoever told you that being perfect is the way to live your life is not. The way we have to live our lives is making progress. But when we make progress, while we're making progress, we're going to make mistakes. And making mistakes is okay. So don't feel like that when you make a mistake, you just messed up. No, you made a mistake. You're going to learn it. You're going to learn from it. You're going to embrace that as mistake. And you're going to charge forward. You're going to move forward. You're going to do better. You're going to manifest, and you're going to keep manifesting. Negativity should never be in your mindset. Positivity all the time should be in your mindset. Affirmation for the day. I give love deeply and fully. I receive love deeply and fully. My essence is love. That was the affirmation for today. And if you need to come back and rewatch this re-listen to this episode for the affirmation, this is the affirmation for the day and the rest of this week. And today I want you all to continue to remind yourself that no matter what judgment you make, every experience you have is allowing you to evolve as a spiritual being. And remind yourself that everything today is for your ultimate highest good. And even if you judge it as a bad, boring, or demanding, or worthless experience, or a worthless experience, understand that your essence is love. And you're going to give it, and you're going to receive love fully and deeply. And no one can change that. So with that being said, this is your Soul Coach Oracle, Hannah Yamaha. And I hope that you have learned from this experience. And you guys have a great day.